as a city, we play multiple roles. As a city, we need to first and foremost look in the mirror and make sure we are doing everything we can to be a sustainable entity. We're a large employer. We use a lot of energy. Obviously, 14,000 employees. We need to make sure that we're doing everything. Next stop I'm going to after this, you'll be reading about in the paper tomorrow, is an announcement of a large solar array at Sky Harbor Airport, where there's a lot of empty land near the runways that can be used for solar. That car rental facility is going to have solar on top of it. So we're making steps in the right direction. So challenging ourselves, making sure we, first and foremost, we're doing right and we're a leader in this area. Secondarily, incentives. You know, we give incentives, some incentives that I think we shouldn't have given, but we have. We should be using the economic tools in our toolbox to incentivize sustainability, green building, etc. And so, when I ran for office, I said we shouldn't get out of the game of incentives. Instead, we should be smart about incentives. Building a great downtown. If you bring high-wage jobs to this community, which we so desperately need, our average wages are so far below the national average, we should be in the business of giving you an appropriate incentive. And if you help fulfill our green and sustainability goals, we should be in the incentive business. And we do have an appropriate regulatory impact. I'm sure Bill will talk about, you know, sometimes if you have to regulate, that may be a failure of the system. That being said, there is an appropriate role for us to regulate building codes, adaptive reuse, that we can use our tools, and then also be cheerleaders. I mentioned that part of marketing our area as a place where sustainability entrepreneurs want to come. We can't just talk about it among us friends. We have to go out and market ourselves in that way, nationally and internationally. So to be an appropriate cheerleader, and then obviously a convener. We should bring private. There's a lot of private companies that are doing right in sustainability. We need to make sure that they get appropriate credit and use our marketing tools to get the word out and bring them together so that other companies can learn from them and that we can learn from them as a city as well. So there's many things that the city can and should be doing to use the force of government and the incentives that government can provide to do right by this issue.